chasing the cash. I just can't get enough. I've been in and still in my bag. Watch how I run it up. Spaceship straight to the moon. I had to love a love. Shorty was falling in love. All in a double cup. You know I be chasing the cash. It ain't no slowing down. These people all up in my business. They think they know me now.
Watch how I level up. I'm blowing woods at the shop with a double cup. Yep, niggas know not to fuck with us.
Yo, it's your boy Squirrel, man. Welcome to Smoke Session with Squirrel, episode 68.
I'm your boy ROB. Hey man, who we got in the building today, man?
We got Kush N Kicks in the building. Your boy MJ.
It's your boy Q.
Yeah, man. Hey, so let the people know, man, about, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about yourselves, like what y'all got going on, why y'all here, you know what I'm saying?
Where you from, all that good shit.
All that, you know, nice little introduction.
Yeah. So I'm MJ. We started Kush N Kicks about a year and a half ago. Me and Q used to work in the kitchen together. It was a great time. We got to get real close with each other. I grew up in the area, but we started off doing Kush N Kicks because we was in the kitchen and we was getting our ass kicked every day, man. I can't even lie to y'all. Every day, especially during COVID, it was real rough. You know, relationships were hurting. You know, friendships was hurting. Pockets were hurting. You know,
everybody.
So we was collecting shoes. I was collecting shoes with a homie of mine for the longest, all through high school. And Q was my boss. He was my head chef. And one day I was late to work, so I had to call him. You know how it is. You gotta call your boss, let him know.
Q looked like he could cook some shit.
Yeah. Q can throw down in the kitchen. That ass. But one day we was just, I was late to work, and he asked me why I was late to work, and I looked over and I gave him this like evil ass look, and was like, "You'll never understand." And ever since then, it's been a trip, man. He's collected a lot of shoes, and Kush N Kicks is taking off, man. And I'm just happy where we're at. But yeah,
so
that's a little story.
With the friendship starting there, so where was y'all working at?
Out in Texas Corners. It was for this small restaurant group. They own Bold. It's a fine dining restaurant, and then they opened up Gusto. That's where we really worked together. Where I was the executive chef at. It was specialized in Italian food.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. My next question is like what type of food and stuff y'all get.
They call it pastas and shit.
Well, actually, it was an Italian restaurant with no pasta, no pizza.
What?
It was more about the fresh seafood, the meats, the cheeses. The part of
Italy.
Italy,
got fish.
The part of Italy that Americans don't see. Like
so
Italian food gets
spaghetti and pizza and shit is Americanized.
I know,
you know what I'm
seafood,
saying? Like he talking about like the real.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Italian seafood?
Nigga, they right by the water, bitch. They got all kind of shit.
Okay, I fuck with the shrimp. Besides shrimp, what else
I
is
mean,
they
you
making?
got fish. You got squid as well.
Y'all got regular shrimp or y'all got prawns?
No, we got prawns with the head.
Hey, look.
On. We got
So look.
big shrimp.
Talk about that though. Me and my girl, we out to eat one time and shit, and I won a jackpot at the casino. So they gave us like this big ass certificate to come use like $300 to come eat at this restaurant. So I was like, it gotta be some top quality shit. So my girl ordered some shrimp. Nigga, it was prawns. They came back and bitch was this big. My bitch was like, hell no, we ain't eating that shit, man. She ordered a salad after that. Because that's why I asked that, because nigga, prawns big as fuck though. Yeah. And if you used to eating popcorn shrimp and the mediums, prawns come back to your ass like this, nigga.
So I can't eat no big ass. My girl be trying to grab the big ass shrimps already. I'll be like, nah.
Hell no.
I need the medium and them small boys.
Hell no. They might not be finished in a minute. You know, I know that's exactly what you think. Hell no.
So y'all just linked up at work and just start bonding and shit.
Yeah. One thing, it was real quick too. You know, we were both seeing each other go through the struggle and shit like that. I brought him in close to my family. He's actually the godfather of my daughter.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And it really just, we understood each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was there for each other, like, during the hard times and shit. So it was just common sense to, let's start making some damn money together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we was collecting the shoes a lot, man. We was bagging them every weekend. At one point, we grabbed like 4 pairs of shoes, and then his wife looked at us one day and was like, "Hey, man, y'all gotta do something with all that."
Yeah, let me ask y'all about that.
Go ahead.
All right, collecting shoes. Because that's the first thing y'all, you walked in, I ain't never had nobody besides you.
So that started the whole relationship is really the shoe shit maybe at work.
Right, yeah. I had, like I said, I came into work late that one day and I gave him that look, and then ever since then. They were the Travis Scott Dunks.
That's why you was late?
I was late. I had standing in line with my buddy for so long.
You got them from here?
Not from Grand Rapids. What's the skate shop up there? Premier.
All right, so how do you go about finding the
They're
kick
different
like that.
now.
You know what I'm saying? Like you wanna, for the guy who wanna get into chasing sneakers, how do you start?
So it's all about consistency. You got to be on every app. There's a whole bunch of apps. My biggest suggestion would be, for one, tune into the Kush N Kicks show any Sunday at 6:30 because we'll tap you in and tell you where the raffles are going to be at. But if you go into the App Store and download any sneaker app,
Sneakers is a good one.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Drop
you
a
just
couple
don't
of them.
hit.
I mean, you go to every sneakers harder to hit,
I
but
like JD Sports. I like
Champs.
Champs, Confirm for Adidas.
hey, I don't know how old y'all is, but old school niggas know this, but a lot of people don't know this. Nigga, East Bay is bought by Champs and them.
Yeah.
So people don't know to go on the East Bay when them releases come, nigga.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going
Like
on.
a lot of
right
people
now.
do not know
The
that.
number one thing that I would say is download the J23 app. You got to pay $1 for this bad boy, but it is worth it. It'll give you notifications whenever there's going to be an exclusive
Shop drops, all
access,
that.
whenever there's going to be anything, and they let you know right away.
Yeah. Stay up on your social media too. Gotta stay up on your social media.
So raffles. They let you know when a raffle. All right, so now I want these J's.
You ain't winning shit. You want the opportunity to pay retail for them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they ain't free. Just so y'all, they
So
not free.
I won
Damn.
an opportunity. Boom, I'm in the raffle. So you still not guaranteed your shoes?
You still guarantee
No, you
guaranteed
shoes
your
if you win.
size.
Yeah.
You just
Whatever
win the
size you
opportunity to buy them.
Right.
So if you don't even get in the raffle, you can't buy them.
Yeah, there's a
No.
good chance that you're gonna have to wait there on Sunday morning, the day after the drop,
First
at
come,
like
first
8
serve.
o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we stood outside at 7 o'clock in the morning because we didn't hit on we didn't hit on the apps, and so then the next day, if the people don't get up there before the store closes, they don't get their shoe. So you get the chance the next day to go up there and be like, hey, y'all got any of those sitting up there left?
But you still gotta wait, cause like with the raffles, some raffles like they'll let you get till noon
that's the
or
vibe.
5.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
still
now.
got it. He's got it.
No, they'll let you get to like noon or 5 to come pick your kicks up. And if they don't, it's a line of niggas that's been out there
That's
for
waiting.
hours just waiting
Look
for
at
you
that.
not to
Hey,
come
wait.
get your shit. Cause once, so that's why a lot of people capitalize too. Like once that say 5 o'clock, you don't come get your shit, it'll be a nigga in line. He can go buy as many pairs as he wants that's available still because no
So
one
that's when
did.
you can go be like, let me get
What sizes you
whatever
got?
you got.
Right. So Steve, they still only let you get one of them, even when it's first come, first serve. But what they do,
Not JD Sports in the Crossroads Mall.
I swear to God, they don't.
They don't.
But usually what motherfuckers be doing is they have a gang of people with them.
Everybody buy one.
And they like,
And they cash them out. I'll give you 50, go give me this pair.
Here you
Give you
go.
another 50, go give me this pair. Go give me a pair.
Dead ass.
So the
That's
sneaker
how it
community also is about who you know and your friends, you know?
Nigga, I'm a real sneakerhead. Like, nigga, we used to leave the club at 2 in the morning and go wait in line.
No,
That was before the raffles.
I think I've been to.
That was before the raffles.
Early
Like,
to the mall one time in my life to grab some.
I'm telling you, like, we literally.
multiple times.
Hey, probably done seen
even
us in line
remember.
together and didn't even know. Like, I used to literally leave the mall. Leave the club, 2:30, take my time, eat, get that bitch about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and wait in line until 9.
Yeah.
Till they open the door. Well, till 7 when they open the mall doors. Then you wait from 7 to 9 till they done open.
Hey, now it's 9 to 11.
Now now there's none of that. So like I remember really waiting in line 9 to 11.
I swear to God, like, yeah.
So all right, let's explain this. Boom. All right. So like you said, you don't hit. You gotta wait till the next day.
Yeah.
Boom. Now you go up there. So if they don't have your sizes, then what? Do you still buy a pair of
Yes,
shoes?
yes.
Hell yeah,
You
'cause
buy the biggest size you can, and then you sit on it and you try to find someone in the local market to trade with.
There's a lot of
trade.
a lot of groups
Trade
on
your
Facebook.
size?
Yes.
A lot of sneaker groups on Facebook too. I know y'all probably are part of all of them.
yeah.
So y'all probably even know my nigga Jesse. But like everybody know 12s and 13s is going.
Yeah, money size.
8.5 and 9 both going.
Those are my
Like those is top sizes. Like those like people don't know. Like those sizes really be. So like if you don't get like say if you trying to get the shoes and you can't get them. If it's an 8.5 available,
Grab that.
grab that bitch.
Boom.
Get as
And
closer
then
to your
who got
size.
who got a 12?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So do y'all wear y'all shoes?
I wear every single pair of my shoes.
Yeah.
I wear mine, but I wait till niggas done blew their shit out to pull my shit out.
Yeah.
Like I'll pull my shit out in a couple years.
Right.
And a nigga think about where you get them from.
Right.
Tell us a little about them. What's them?
So these are the Union shoes. It was a collab with Union. They're a street brand out in LA. These ones were released just on the Union's website. But there's another blue colorway.
Didn't they do the Forest too?
They did do the Forest. They did one.
Find those. Like, what the fuck?
Real
How do you
Sneakerhead.
know
Keeping
that
your eye
that
on the
exists
street.
to find
You
them?
just gotta
Keep your eye on the street.
There's a blue colorway coming out. They're gonna
understand
release
this.
on sneakers on the 27th with a full apparel line. So if y'all download the sneakers app, and if y'all want to make a quick $50, shit, go for a size 8.
You think more than 50 for sure though? Those are a top color wave this year. They're
Oh
saying.
yeah, both of them are.
Yeah.
Like those are rated like in the top 10 shoes of the year.
Right.
So, and this is just random, but like me, I always grew up. I'm a sneakerhead, but like that. But like, when did a lot of these other, like the SBs and the Dunks become so
Travis Scott.
I thought Dunks was
so crazy? Because nigga, so think about this. I know it was, but look, like nigga. Back in the day, I wanted a pair of ones, right?
Right.
My mom got me a pair of Dunks,
Mad as a
and I
bitch.
took them bitches to school and wore them. They got on my ass about them Dunks, though.
Just like me.
Because
But they
wasn't
didn't know,
ones.
though. They didn't know, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told you, nigga. Back in the day, I used to want the polo. Back in the day,
But
my
how
grandma
old
used to
was
give me
you?
the Lacoste,
Yeah.
and I'd be mad about the gator on my shit,
But now
not
that
even
shit-
knowing Lacoste was the shit. I'd be like, nigga, I don't want no Lacoste, bitch. I
Gator.
want the
Kids
polo,
don't know
man.
what the fuck the
I was
gator
mad
is.
as a bitch. So like little shit like that. So like, when did you said Travis Scott made them Dunks start going? 'Cause I know a lot of skaters do the SBs, and like SBs is real popular with the different brands in
There's
there.
a couple of people. I mean, I know Lil Wayne did a little thing with SB, and then what's his name? Rodriguez.
Yeah.
The skater, Paul Rodriguez. He did a whole line with SB, and they actually just came out with the What the Pauls with all 16 of his colorways all into one pair of shoes, and them bad boys selling for like $900 right now.
They're expensive.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, I got a motherfucker named Swayboy. Shout out my nigga Swayboy in Lansing. Swayboy probably the biggest collector of SBs in the state of Michigan. Might have one of the biggest collections. Like Swayboy collection is like every day he goes into his closet, pull a whole fit out. Like he's Swayboy's so high up on his shit. Y'all being sneakerheads, y'all know. He threw it when that Travis Scott shit happened. He shows a video of him going out throwing them bitches in the trash and watching the garbage truck pull them bitches away.
Damn.
He went and threw them bitches away in his garbage because he's like I can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? So like he's really one of them. He got all the Ben and Jerry's. He got the Grateful Deads and shit, like all them shit. So he one of them motherfuckers that y'all gonna want to be like, man, like he like a real, like y'all hear how I'm talking. I still be on sneakers. But I got 4 kids, so now that I'm older, I got 4 kids, so I try to fall
Help
back.
out.
I try
Y'all
to fall
get
back
y'all.
unless it's something that when I was younger I wanted and I couldn't get.
Dead ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Space
Like
Jam.
a lot of y'all know, like my parents, they might buy you you're gonna get a pair of shoes for basketball. First you get a pair of shoes when school start. Then you get a pair of shoes for basketball. And you better wear them bitches only for basketball. When you're done, that's your second pair. You might get lucky and get one for Christmas, and that's gonna have to ride you out to school year over.
Christmas
You dig what I'm saying?
Dead ass.
But then a lot of my boys and shit, they would always have everything. So like any shoes that I really wanted that I didn't get, if they drop,
Getting them.
I'm going to get them.
Collect them. You have to.
Yeah,
You have to.
So- Except for one
Especially if
time.
they re-retro them like with the Nike Air on
Yeah.
the back and shit like that with the Fire Red Force. That was how I felt, you know. And I had just quit my job that day, and then got exclusive access on them hoes. I was like, oh, he really looking out for me. I appreciate you.
And it's crazy though, cause like when you start getting older as an adult, you start to be like, yeah, man. Now my daughter like, Dad, let me get the Easy Slides, or let me get the ones, and let me get this, let me
If
get
you
that.
hit on them for retail,
See what I'm saying?
Still cost too much, man. To
So
me
like,
now,
but
put
me
Jason's
being that kid
150,
that
right?
wanted that though, you know what I'm saying?
129,
Me being that
150
kid
back in the day.
wanted,
I had every
make you
pair
want
of
to have.
J's.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, even as an adult, you want them.
So
You know, they look good too. That's the best thing about them. That's why I rock my
always
shoes,
want 'em.
because they always look good. You know.
Plus, they deteriorate faster if you don't rock them.
Yeah,
Correct.
remember, hey, y'all seen
That's
DJ
it.
Khaled put his foot in that bitch, blew his whole side out the bitches.
Yeah.
for some
Mad
shit he
as
just
hell.
held on to.
Yeah, because
gotta
so
wear
they,
your shoes.
they don't oxidate or they do or whatever it is. So like unless you're vacuum sealing them bitches and like you have to wear them
Control
bitches.
temperature
You have to
control.
like you gotta make sure it ain't too hot and then too cold because then the soles and shit will start to crack and crumble on your
You're
ass.
not allowed to really leave them
There's
in
a
the
lot of
box
shit.
either. You're not really supposed to leave
that
them in the
paper
box with
will
all
take
that
the
paper
moisture
and
out of
stuff. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch to like collecting shoes.
So you see a lot of niggas with the shoe. So is it safer for people using the clear boxes than it is the
Not
shoe boxes?
necessarily. No, it's
Because they're leaving them completely open at that point.
but
You know what I'm saying?
but they're not.
But
It's
it's-
not surrounded by the paper and the cardboard.
Right.
That's
So it's-
something because if you think about it, plastic is repellent. Cardboard and paper is absorbent. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey.
it'll help your shoe actually.
I ain't never did it. And shout out my cousin Meech, man. He from Texas, and that nigga ain't never tapped into this shit. So to see you on the live, man, that's what's up, man. Make sure y'all go check out Kush N Kicks, man. Don't fuck with these motherfuckers.
Question. So, are y'all into the shit to have the shoes or to sell the shoes?
To have my shoes.
Yeah, to rock my shoes with my whole entire.
Because you want a pair of them bitches.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel, that's what I, you know, that's the point.
When you step out, it's like, you know, I got, not only do I got the shoes, but I got the clothes to match it too, you know, and if you can step out every day, and that's kind of why we collect shoes that we like, and we tell people to collect shoes that they like, because
Don't go for the hype.
Yeah, don't go for the hype, because you might get it in your closet and be like, I don't have anything to wear with that. And now you got $500 shoes in your hand. Now you might not be able to sell them. Now you look sick.
See, I got my homie. He actually just left this morning to LA to go to SneakerCon.
Ooh,
Lucky
shout out
him.
to Sneakerhead.
Yeah. He been hitting a few of them. He just went to San Antonio, a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? He been doing his thing with it. So like, how do you feel like? What kind of? You think that's a good route? Like he's just starting to get into shoe game.
As far as like good route, I mean, understand there's two different kinds of people in the sneaker community. There's people that are out there for self-gain, and then there's people that are out there for the love of the sneakers. If you can find a balanced medium between the two, then I think that's a great business option for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're one of those people that's out there like, nah, y'all niggas paying $700 for this $100 shoe, and I know it just came out, I know there's a lot of pairs, I don't give a fuck, I'm the only one that got them, you an asshole.
Right. And it's all about who you know, too. That community.
Motherfuckers is out there like that.
So do y'all be mad about the bots and shit? Cause I know that should be making me mad, though. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Sorry.
I ain't gonna hold you up. No.
So yeah, explain that. What the fuck is a bot?
So a bot is something that people can log in, and it's a server. And basically what it does is it spits out a bunch of proxies for you, and those give you a different IP address. So it makes it look like it's a different person every time. And
a lot of computer work.
The bots are a lot faster than the manual user.
Yeah, ain't no clicking.
Yeah.
As long as you have a certain amount of addresses and a certain amount of debit cards onto your computer, the bot is going to be able to just purchase as many as it can.
What means the
throughout
card
the
allow
time.
them to do.
Yeah, you know,
the card goes
max
out.
out. Yeah, they'll max the card out.
How the fuck does a person get a bot?
You buy a bot.
You can join a cook group. You can join a cook group where people in a Discord where there's a group of people that have the bots, and then you pay a fee throughout a month to be in the Discord, and then you are in once again another chance to win a shoe.
So
Even bots ain't even guaranteed.
You get a bot, you gonna get something.
Weird.
So you might miss out if you have a bot too. That's the hit or miss about it. If you miss the code, there's like a certain window that you have to hit the code.
How many? You're gonna take a lot more wins than losses with a bot, right?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, so
you
can have
It
that.
evens out, but like still sometimes, like, even if it's something you really want,
You might not get it.
you might
Right.
not get it. There's always that chance.
Why is it a chance of not getting it if I got the fucking? I don't
Because
get it.
guess what?
I don't get
Everybody and their mama got a bot too.
Yeah.
Rob.
The
So
bot
it's a lot of
costs
bots?
money. The bot just costs money.
So how much
Bots
would it
ain't
cost
cheap, nigga.
if I were to be like, fuck, to buy a bot tomorrow?
$5,000.
That ain't too bad though. I was thinking, I was gonna
That's
say
a
like,
month.
oh shit.
Yeah.
But look,
But $5,000 a month, I probably get. How many shoes do you think I will get?
It
it don't matter.
From the low end.
And
They're
they're
cracking down on that right now. Some like
Yeah,
6
they
months
about to
ago.
pass a law about bots
Bots
and
and
resellers,
yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
Congress
StockX is going
talking
through it right
about this,
now.
nigga.
Fuck StockX. Yo,
Yeah.
hey.
I told a nigga cut his StockX tag off the other day. I'm like, walk around with no StockX tag, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck around in your Jordan, have a dick
That's
swinging.
where's a huge change in the sneaker community right now into.
So who's at that motherfucker verifying these motherfucking kicks?
The nigga that want to make some money and nobody's gonna question it.
Those are
StockX
just
probably
people-
going to China ordering up 1,000 pair of them bitches
Oh, hell
and just
no.
slanging them
Yeah,
bitches.
that's all they doing.
$988 a pop.
Nobody's gonna question
But
us.
StockX has been around for so long, and people have been using StockX for so long. I don't think that's true. I think Nike's losing the battle right now
Against the NFT.
against the NFTs, and so the only way that they're trying to get them is they bought over 100 pairs. How do you know that they didn't switch out a fake pair at Nike once they got it there? You know what I'm saying? It's just
At the end
so
of the
much
day,
stuff
they're
going
paying
on.
those people that are checking these shoes minimum wage. They just like the rest of this goddamn workforce right now. Don't nobody want to go to
That's
work.
what I'm saying. If you gonna do something like that, if you gonna have motherfucker verifying, you need a nigga like my nigga Jesse that really
it's
dead
probably
serious though.
It's
Like
probably
he
those
could.
guys there.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
but then you
said,
got- then you
somebody
got-
they could have shipped out all the real pair and they got to Nike.
But
And the
then you-
motherfucker was like,
But no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
on some Jenga shit.
But look,
Yeah.
Put
but
that
then you
piece
got,
right
but then
there.
you got old motherfuckers or moms and shit that may not know nothing, don't know who the fuck
Nothing.
Michael Jordan is.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So they just doing it for a 9-to-5 job, verifying kicks. Like, oh yep, these look good.
That is a good
like,
point.
You
That
know what I'm
is a
saying?
good
So like,
point.
you don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do something like that, you gotta have some niggas in there that know what the fuck they looking for.
Yeah. But the thing
I know
is,
if I
they've been
know if I
around
can go
for
look
so
at some shit and
long.
be like, yeah, but that shit.
Man, they've been around since I was a freshman in
all of a
college.
sudden
you know
it's
what I'm
fake?
saying? And out of nowhere, Nike
Yeah.
like it's fake.
All of a sudden.
I'm calling
all
bullshit.
These years,
I'm calling
it's fake.
bullshit. I'm calling
Just
bullshit.
because Nike said it. That's the big dog.
Yeah.
It's they shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, if
But-
a motherfucker was making motherfucking
But how do you know it's real? Just
Right.
because they said it.
Look, so you mean to tell me,
Right.
look, so
That's what I'm saying.
any nigga can get out here and make your collective culture shirts, right?
Uh-huh.
But you know if you made them or not, or you can look at them and be like, these ain't my shirts. You gonna be able to tell, nigga, if they your shit, cause it's your shit.
Right.
I know it's mine. I ain't make this nigga look at this.
But if you're not really, if they really making money, because StockX is making money. That's why Nike.
Because they resellers.
So who is
They resellers.
I can't remember who was the cook. Didn't M have a part in StockX for a while?
I don't know if he did.
M.
Eminem. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he
I
did.
know they were based out of Detroit. For
That's what I'm
a
saying.
second.
I think he had a part in it. But yeah, I know they were based out of D for a
But
minute.
6 months ago, Nike went through and they upped their prices on the sneakers app. You know, we could get Jordan 1s for $170. Now they're $200. You know, so Nike went through and
I'm
because they're
surprised
seeing
they even won that much. Because remember when ones was like $130, you gonna get a pair of
remember
Jordan
we
ones
used
for
to be able to get
$130.
ones when people would not only fours, you know, 4s and 3s. People were like,
And
yeah,
they
the
drop
12s.
colorways in the mall and shit that
Yeah.
people don't even pay attention to.
And so that's the thing. I think that Nike is, you know, sick that they're not getting
Because they
this much
making that money. Yeah,
StockX
that's
is-
what I'm thinking. That's
go
what
on
I'm
StockX,
thinking. You thinking like me.
$700.
Somebody said, Captain Bradley said, shout out, said, hey, Kush N Kicks.
What's up, Kate?
Thanks
Kate's
for
a long
tuning
time
in.
watcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Yak said Jesse work at StockX.
Oh yeah.
Jesse said they definitely need me. No, so
Alright, so like you go to find those type of shoes. Like if you can hit and miss on regular, what's this that root beer shit right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit tastes good.
That's that redemption shit right there. That shit gas.
Shout out
ain't
to
it?
Redemption.
Yup.
So yeah, you go to find those. What's those again?
These are the Union 2's Rattan.
How do you find those?
So the best way to find them is finding a local reseller. That's the best way.
Yeah.
And the closest I get to getting rid of any of my shoes is I trade. After I've gotten my rocks in, I take really nice care of my shoes. I always clean them before I put them back in the little plastic cases and stuff. So I always trade my shoes. Like if I got my wear out of it, you know what I'm saying? Now someone else can rock it, and I'm gonna get something.
I got my
that's
picks
different.
in it.
You know what
I
I'm
see,
saying?
I'm the opposite. I'm not. I'd rather buy them. You know, I'd just rather get a brand new dead stock pair and own them, and then I'll stomp them. I'll stomp them until I'm done with them, and then if I got a homie that's like, yo, I like them, I might just hand them off to him. You know. I'm
Oh,
not
so you
trying-
ain't even selling your shoes.
I
you
wouldn't-
just wearing them.
Yeah,
you type
yeah.
of motherfucker to go hoop,
Yeah.
hooping them.
Yeah.
bitch.
No, I'm not gonna hoop in my Jordans.
I'll be like, God
that's
damn.
how Jesse is though. That nigga will go grab the cool grays, and that
hooping
nigga
them.
he'll wear them out once. And next week, this bitch be at courthouse hooping in them bitches. I'm
hell
like,
no.
fully tied. I'm like, what is you doing? You know, that he just do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like those are
I
real
know motherfuckers
sneakerheads
like
that
that.
they love. You know, they love them kicks though. That's what I fuck with.
So how many pairs of shoes you think you have total?
I have 42 pairs.
42 fucking. How many?
I got 24.
24 pairs. How much? How? No, I ain't like that. All right, so like, what are your top 5 shoes that you have?
My top 5 would be the Strawberry Cough Dunks, the Kobe Mamacitas that just came out.
Hey, if he got the Kobe Mamacitas, them bitches bad.
Yeah.
Strawberry cough dunks.
My nigga Big Mike wanted them. He wanted
Shit.
the other top.
Probably my Bread
shoeheads.
4s, my White Oreo 4s, and my UNC 4s.
How long you been collecting?
2.5 years.
4 is your favorite?
4 is definitely my favorite. I got 8 pairs of 4s.
11. I want to say 11s is my favorite.
I got 2
I
pairs
always,
of
I
12s.
always, I
12s
always,
are my
I
favorite.
always just loved the
I like
the
12s,
patent
so I
leather.
got a
That
couple
shit was
pairs
bad.
of 12s.
And once again, when I was younger, I wanted.
I'm
certain
surprised
shoes.
neither of y'all said the ones though. I'm
I
sitting
like
here
ones.
like
Ones
yeah.
What? Cause we older nigga? That's why.
No,
Trying
just
to
like
say 'cause I'm
ones
an old nigga, I
traditional,
supposed to like
just
ones.
traditional.
That's why. That's how
it.
they ones feel like
Yeah.
that. But my favorite 12. I mean, probably 12 to 13.
Okay.
It's probably the
That's what's up.
Maybe 7s. I like the 7s.
What other ones you like?
Man, I like I said, I like the 11s. I like the 8s. I used to always just like my straps up, so I always like 8s. I like the most comfortable Jordan for me that I've hooped in is Jordan 3s. I used to have a pair of 3s
That you hooped in?
that I hooped in.
Got a little
What's
bit.
your top 5?
My top 5 right now, man, I got the UNC ones that you got. Those are just, I mean, the color wave alone is fire. I got another pair of turbo greens that are one of my favorites. The cool grays, I wanted those since I was in high school. I could never find them. It's been so long since they dropped. I think
Got
the
on
last
the shot drop, didn't you?
Yeah, on 2016
Gassed
was the
out.
last time they were able to purchase.
That's like
Yeah.
when they just drop it.
Surprisingly drop it on your ass.
Shoes.
Yep, and then I got some Lightning 4s. And then I got some Yeezys. I like my Yeezys.
I like Yeezys.
Yeah.
I like Yeezys.
They comfortable.
I got a couple
in.
pair of
Yeah.
Yeezys. I like Yeezys.
They comfy. They are comfy.
But I'm a one head, so I try to collect as many ones that I can.
A lot of Yeezys. I got a couple of Yeezys in my favorites. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so-
Because
Go ahead.
like I still got the reflectors. I ain't even never pulled them bitches. I ain't even never put them bitches on my feet. I ain't gonna hold you up. Cause
At least take them out the box.
no, yeah, I done took them out a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Admired them.
Yeah.
But like I ain't had nothing. I had a couple things I was supposed to do and shit, but I gotta be somewhere inside doing something that I want to do. Then after I wear them, get that one break in, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was telling y'all before, you know, got a couple pair of Jeter 11s.
Just feel so guilty buying shoes, man. Shoes
Cool
like
grays, obviously.
$200,
Fucking-
man. I'll buy a
I like
pair of
four. I
shoes
like
and
fours too. So I got a couple different pair of fours. I always like the colorway of just the motorsports, even when they brought them out as some new ones, just because the color was dope.
I like the blue.
I got a custom pair of Jordan 4s that I got. My boy Billy did. That's he one of the best shoe customizers in the game. He done did all kind of celebrities. So make sure y'all tap into him. His name Billionaire. He one of the best customizers. He did a pair of Ohio State 4s for me.
What do y'all feel about like custom shoes? Like you said, like custom. Do y'all think that takes the value down from shoes, or
It depends on who you customizing
It depends
them
on
for.
who's customizing it.
what if it's just dope? Not even he doesn't even have a name.
I
but
think
it's
that's
dope.
where it comes into if you like it or not. I mean, I'm down for somebody throwing it's got to be a real pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
no.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I've seen some replicas out there that I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. It's a cool design, but is it a real Jordan?
Yeah.
First thing is first, it got to be a real Jordan. After that, you know, you let the artist do his thing, and then he gonna make an art piece. And if you rock with it, you rock with it. If you don't, you just personally don't. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think about this top 5? Jesse said his top 5 in this collection. His 09 Space Jams, the Olive 9s, Bread 4s, the BC 3s, and the True Blue 3. Man, he's saying that nigga got so many fucking shoes.
That's
True Blue
that's
threes are
gas
fire.
Top 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I
my
can't
top
do
five is
that.
his top five.
But he got, you know what I'm saying?
This is the dude I was talking about with the rooms and shit.
He got all
Okay.
kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, Jesse should have been here.
So after the work shit, y'all linked up with the work shit and started linking up on shoes. When did y'all start talking about making it into a podcast, or there was something before that happened?
That was probably like around August to September of 2019. We really started, or no, 2020, sorry, of 2020. We really started talking about it, and then we was like, shit, we had like a little plan. We was just gonna start off reselling shoes. That way we could get the money that we needed to do what we wanted to do. And January 1st, the Volt ones, we went up there, we copped as many pairs as we could. We ended up with like 6 pairs of them bad boys, and we went live from my living room. And it was corny, and it was terrible.
It was
and
terrible.
We hated every part of it. And we went back, watched it 100 times, and was like, how do we make this better? And that's what we've been grinding for ever since then, is just making the show better and better and better. And giving people really a platform that might not have a voice, especially in the cannabis industry, because it's so frowned upon and people look down on it. It's still something people are in the closet about.
Right.
So we give them this platform where they can advertise their products and they can tell their stories about how they got to be in this position. Like, nobody thought people would be working with cannabis like this. You know what I'm saying? So now we give them that platform for a lower rate than most advertising platforms. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, we're a nice, chill environment where people can come, relax, and kick back and really shoot the shit and see if you can hang.
Right, yeah. Smoke
Yeah.
and talk about shoes and
Yeah,
cannabis.
for
you know what I'm
real,
saying?
for real.
It'd be crazy, man. It'd be hard for me to even say the word cannabis. I'm so used to just saying weed, loud, and gas, and something like shit.
Cannabis makes it more
corns,
acceptable.
all kind of old school weed names. You know what I'm saying?
We just gotta break that stigma of it being
Frowned upon.
a dark thing. You know what I'm saying? So cannabis sounds so much
Better.
more
Elegant with it.
enlightening, right? You know what I mean?
No, I be you said try to break the stigmatism. That's all I be saying to my girl sometimes, cause shit like I'll blow and she'll be like, spray this on before we go in here so we don't smell like weed. I'm like, look, all the motherfuckers that smoke them squares don't give a fuck. They walk in this bitch smelling like squares. I'm gonna walk in this bitch smelling like gas.
Yeah,
My shit smell better than that tobacco. You know what I'm saying? No matter where we go, my girl will have a little spray for her and a spray for me in the car. Right when we get done blowing, she'll be like, spray this on so we don't go in there smelling. Man, look, listen. That bitch sitting next to me smoked 3 packs a day. Smelling like straight motherfucking Newport.
The other motherfucker standing next to you didn't shower today, so he stank, you know?
Every time I fucking was the gassiest, I always ran into a motherfucker that I like looked up to and shit. I'm smelling like Dial.
He said corn.
That nigga said I'm showing my age when I said corns.
Motherfuckers don't know that. Hey, let me get some corns real quick.
Hey, nigga come from Arizona with them good corns back in the day. What? Man, them bitches was popcorn so good.
That's funny as fuck.
So
good.
So y'all started so y'all linked and y'all. So after that, you started the podcast
Yeah, I mean, we kind of started right off the bat in January.
just from going live from your shit. Was like fuck it.
just going live. After that, the raffles for the shoes became a show.
So y'all was raffling off shoes?
Yeah.
See,
That brings a lot of
talking
attention.
about that.
Doing
Yeah,
different
talking
shit.
about that. So y'all like going to grab a shoe and then
Jesse been saying like, man, y'all should raffle some shit. 'Cause
yeah, I
he a
said
shoe
that.
head, but
Yeah, man.
The thing is that people, you gotta fill the slots, right? You
fill
still
the
gotta
balls
get-
and shit. Y'all do the balls?
No,
Yeah.
slots,
I'm
a
talking
wheel.
about the whole
Oh,
entire.
when
like,
they do Jesse and them like however they do it, like you would buy a ball and then they'll have like rounds and shit. Like it's so like these big ass sneaker groups be doing it. And they'll raffle off some shit and there'll be a bunch of balls.
Yeah.
And you can see pay for
Spend
their ball,
that
pay
bitch
for
one
their number.
time.
No, and then they do it to where, you know what I'm saying? It's like something they spend or whatever and they land.
how much is the ball cost?
It just depends on the shoe.
Right.
It
So
depends
we
on if you wanna cause
So do y'all
you
stop
can
at
pay
the price of the shoe, or can y'all just keep getting?
We stopped at the price of the shoe.
Okay.
Because our whole thing is impact.
You're not trying to capitalize like that. So like a lot of them will be like, okay, so you can either do a cash out of this or you can take the shoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a person raffling.
But that's the thing. You're asking 30 random people or people that you know, 30 people to pay $20 to have the chance to win a shoe. You know, so it's like
So look, so now you at 600. If the shoe costs 300,
right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So it kind of fell off, you know, like we moved a little bit away from that. We still talk about the shoes and we got it, but we just saw a lot of people through that time when we were doing that of raffling off the shoes that weren't paying or, you know, saying they were and never did. And so we were fronting the shoes pretty much. You know,
that's
some
why
people
that's why you gotta have them cash
Oh,
out
so
your
they
money for your
actually
ball.
did
You know what I
give you
mean?
money for the ball.
Or your spin wheel, put
Right.
everybody's name on the wheel,
So-
spin that bitch, and then
That's when we said, you know what? Instead of this, why don't we start talking to some cannabis companies? And we started talking. I think our first one was Doja Dispensary, and they really
Right
liked
here
what we
in
was
Kalamazoo.
doing. And they started giving us the cannabis product, and we started giving it away on our show as long as you're 21 or older.
shout out my nigga James at Doja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man.
So that's really how we still want to give back to people, but like until we make it, we can't afford to give motherfuckers Jordans.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
But
we
I can give you
barely-
the knowledge that I have. I can give you the
Exactly.
insight of like where to go get them. You know, I'm not gonna hold the information
And
hostage.
you can
I'm
get a
gonna
little stony
let you
while
know.
you fucking think about it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you know, get dressed up.
Cause
You
I don't know where to be going to get that shit at, man. Niggas be having, you know what I'm saying?
He said, where you get those?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you finding some shit out like that, I don't even know where to find this shit.
We'll tap you in with all the right links before we
all the right apps. You know, make sure you got them all
I
loaded
had a
up.
couple of them, I just deleted that shit.
I got like 30.
That don't mean you gonna get them. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
No, then I don't need it.
Yeah.
Right?
So they said how the raffles work. He said the OG raffle is 10 balls. For example, when the French Blue 13s dropped, they did 35 a ball, and the winner take the kicks.
Right.
Win and take the kicks for $250.
That's 350.
That's
Hey,
Hey,
how
but
much?
them that-
35 bars?
So basically, they
They made 100.
made 100 off the
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the rap. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's how they work. So I mean, you got to get those 10
So
people.
I got a whole week.
Hey, a nigga said, how you feel about the 6 rings?
oh, if you don't get that Frankenstein away from me,
So you don't like the Misters or the Spizikes or none of that type of shit?
I don't like a lot of the collab.
What about the Dubs?
Zeros? Hey, the first original Dub Zeros was bad.
hard.
Them bitches was bad.
Dubs was hard.
I don't like them.
Dub Zeros was hard.
It looked like it was trying too hard to be an 11, and when my mom brought them home for me,
Hey, no, the Dub. Hey,
You mad at the
big.
Dubs?
Hell yeah! I was like, they ain't the 11s.
hey, the 6 rings was closer though.
No, I ain't like
At least,
the
you know what I'm
6
saying?
They
It was closer.
But I didn't like
I
how
didn't
it
like the
had the
6
straps on it, how it had
Pass.
the tag on the back
Pass,
of
I'm
it.
good.
You know what I'm saying? For the 6s, like
Dang,
So-
I ain't like the Dubs.
Because all it is the pieces
The Dubs
of the
for a
shoes
little
that
bit
didn't
was straight,
fit the
man.
1s or the 11s. You know what I'm saying? It's just the pieces that they have left over
I
that
ain't like
have
the
a mark
rest of
on
them. I
them.
ain't like
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Spizikes and
So,
that type of shit.
what do y'all feel about other shoes that weren't technically Jordans? Like, I got a sleeper shoe that me and my niggas always used to rock that niggas don't even really know. Nigga, the Hyperflights. You know what the Hyperflights was,
yeah.
nigga? Nigga, the Hyperflights was bad,
So,
nigga.
I like the Air Trainers. I got a pair of Adidas Forums. Those I like those.
I mean, the Maxes are still hard, you know?
Air Maxes, yeah.
are still
Yeezys.
Oh,
hard.
and they got all
I
I
kinds
was
of,
never
they got
a
all
big
kind of
fan of Air Maxes, bro.
Really? Air Maxes is clean, especially the 90s.
Yeah, I was never.
I mean,
a
the
big
Vapor
I
Maxes
think my
are
nigga
hard.
Big John got a crazy
Vapor
collection of the
Maxes
90s.
Yeah, the
That's
90s
all he
are
like.
hard.
He got a crazy collection.
Even them St. Patrick's joints that came out last year, them
Yeah.
gas. I got the LeBron Irish jersey to go with it. That'd be fire.
See, no, I was never a big
So when did y'all start when was your actual first? I know you went live. Was that when did y'all start your actual first episode where you named it Kush N Kicks? Like where?
That was from the reselling.
Yeah.
It was always named Kush N Kicks.
Yeah.
We sat and thought about it.
Oh, so y'all had that
We
before
created
y'all
a
even went
page.
live.
We created a page. We had got it all set up. We
got
had
an
got
LLC,
followers on
we
it.
got we had an attorney,
Yeah.
we had someone working on all of it. We wanted to make sure we did it right. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I leave them.
By the book. By the book.
How did reselling go for y'all?
Those people, that community is
It's
dog
rough.
eat dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get some money.
And we didn't want to embrace ourselves in that community because that's not what we was trying to give off. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a dog fight when you're trying to preach impact over fame. So the cannabis world was a little more inviting. So that's when we kind of switched from the reselling to really talking about the cannabis. And like at first we were a little scared about it. I'm not even gonna hold you up. Our first
It wasn't
3
too scary though. I
episodes-
mean, we thought about it in the grand scheme of things as like there's dispensaries, right? And so they've got licensings, and so if we get a license, right, we get a lawyer and we follow the book. We got a cannabis lawyer, you know, she specifies in cannabis.
Yeah,
so it's
you know what to talk about. What
hell
to do.
yeah.
And
And
we
then
know how to word stuff, and we
Yeah.
know how to make sure that we going by the book. And our page has never gotten shut down. We've never gotten banned.
no
We've never-
photos taken off,
You know
nothing.
what I'm saying?
So it's all been following the book and, you know, just trying to follow the rules as best as you can. There's a little holes here and there that you can put your hand in.
See if you
and,
wiggle
yeah.
through it. Oh shit! I got cut off.
Yeah,
That one.
Can't
But you
talk
found
about
out,
that
you
one.
know, you went out and you. So that's how we really did that. And you know, with cannabis, like he was saying, the culture is so like sitting
Embracing.
around and chilling and smoking. You know, you're not thinking about like,
Nobody trying to get nobody caught up. In
yeah,
no bullshit.
and watching all the stuff that was going on the news, you know, people getting shot at reselling events and people going to get their shoes and getting jumped. And
I don't
security
see
guards getting
motherfuckers get trampled,
Trampled,
at
man.
Crossroads,
Trampled.
nigga.
Trampled, and you like, man, that's you know.
They used to open that door and let niggas run like track stars. I took off so many times.
It's not that serious.
If you
not.
want these motherfuckers, man, how
Yeah.
bad you want them?
Yeah.
And I was one of them niggas. I'm running to get mine. But
But-
as soon as that door opened, bitch, I
Fuck
took
off,
off.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I took the fuck off. But then you'll get a nigga be at the gate giving his boys all the tickets to get.
See, when I went up there, they was letting like 3 motherfuckers in. Boop, boop, boop.
You still had to wait in line.
Yeah, we all in the line. Yeah, open that bitch a little bit.
What size you need? No, we ain't even got that size.
Yeah, getting in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let a couple niggas in there. That's how they was doing.
But that's
that
why we
shit.
transitioned mostly into the cannabis. We still collect the shoes. We still go
Collect
out there
and talk
yeah,
about them and do
yeah.
that shit, but just more.
So do y'all
more-
actually bring shoes on and be like?
On the show, yeah, absolutely. We
every
talked
week.
about these before I wore them. You know what I'm
Let me see.
saying?
Hold on, motherfucker. Two bitches is insane.
Yeah.
That's
Nice design on them, nice materials
Nice
on
neutral
them.
color.
See
you
how
know
y'all
what I'm saying?
talking? I need to start talking like that. The color, y'all be feeling the shoes, the
Hell
leather.
yeah.
and shit.
Hell yeah! If you
It's
think
got
about
Oh,
it.
that shit scared
When
the shit out of
when
me.
I first got my, I got the original Pirate Blacks. When this was first, I ended up
Okay.
getting them after. And I ain't even really realized like how big of them motherfuckers was gonna be. Like them motherfuckers, and I wore them bitches running, wearing them down crazy. Man, them motherfuckers about $950 on it, StockX.
That's crazy.
Even like my belugas though, like I had the first pair, and a nigga offered me like, the bread at the store, trying to buy them off my feet. But I was like, nigga, I'm wearing them.
Shoes to StockX?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they send them. What happens is like, because I've sold shoes to StockX
Don't let
before.
them ask you about that.
So you send the shoe there, it gets verified, and then it goes to the other person. You know what I'm saying?
You have it out. I'm just gonna ask you about it.
But when you're buying a shoe, this is the bullshit. This is how StockX just got me recently. Okay. So I bought a shoe on there. You gotta pay all those processing fees and all the bullshit. So you end up paying like 20% more than the shoe you actually bought the shoe for. Mm-hmm. That shoe gets sent out, gets verified, and then the shoe gets sent to you. You're sitting there waiting for your shoe. The shoe got delivered to the wrong damn house.
Oh my goodness.
You know how mad I was last night?
So what? So now what they say?
So I spent all morning on the phone with StockX, and they ended up giving me a refund and then giving me a discount code, so the next pair of shoes I buy, I get $60 off.
But they don't usually get those.
But you can't get those because the price, it's a live
Somebody
market.
was like, hey.
Somebody just got a free pair.
Somebody
just got a free
What was
pair
it?
of
What
shoes.
was it?
They were the Bart Simpson SB Dunks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So somebody got blessed.
Yes, for a free pair. Which, if you don't know what they are, you're gonna look them up online real quick and try to sell them. You know what I'm saying? Or call somebody and be like, "Hey, I just got these free pair of shoes."
God says you think.
Or you're gonna have a motherfucker that knows nothing about them, and they're gonna wear them bitches in the mud.
In the mud, yeah.
So you're gonna get a nigga that don't know shit about them that's just gonna rock them bitches and gonna fuck them.
It's sickening. That happens. There was a while there where
Deliver my shit.
yeah,
stealing their shit.
the delivery
man,
drivers were
I
stealing
worked
shoes.
at UPS and I can see it.
Yeah.
I was a driver, right? I can see it. It's no way that they can tell. All you gotta do is just write something and say that you delivered it.
And it's gone, right?
And it's gone.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, all you gotta is
Unless a motherfucker say
got a ring camera. That's the only thing.
well, ring camera, or if motherfucker be like, you have to leave it this or leave a message or whatever. Or
Yeah, that's somewhere. That's
Nike was
somewhere.
putting black tape on their boxes.
What I'm saying is, when it's go to deliver and you go to knock at
say
the
right,
door,
Nike right on the
or
shit
you
too.
can
Like,
say that you left it
Just
here.
do it right on the tape.
All you gotta do is just write a motherfucking thing. You ain't even gotta put it on their door, bro. You can just write it. It's supposed to be two. You're supposed to rip one off, put it on their door, put one in for your boss. All you gotta do is just put that bitch in for the boss, bro. They search you before you get out that bitch. Throw that shit on the side. Have somebody come meet you, nigga. Throw that shit in the car. I seen it. I was looking like
You talking about it too smoothly.
I'm telling you.
My shit.
I'm telling you, you can do it. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn, man, you can do that shit.
When niggas said Nike be dumb as hell, they be putting that big ass Nike tape.
Yeah.
Just do
Yeah,
it.
you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, yeah, you can see it. You can see it when you go to the houses to deliver. I'm like, damn, he got like 4 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
You can see the Nike shit, bro. It's crazy. But you can take that shit.
That's the first, like, you think about the shoes, not only, like, if it flies from different places, right? So you're not the first delivery driver that's seen it.
So many.
And then you got to think about the motherfucker that's walking by your house.
Yeah.
That sees
All
to
that
just
shit.
do it. You mean,
I
to
know a
get
nigga
shoes,
like
is
that, too.
that's all the things where people are like, oh, you get shoes.
There's
It's
so
like,
much money
there's
involved,
just so
and
much
that's the
more
problem.
behind it than just getting shoes, man.
That's crazy. I ain't even think that deep, but I do remember working at FedEx.
That's why local
Looking
meetups
like
work
that.
the best.
Yeah. You a motherfucker get down on
Not
something.
buying online or
So
nothing.
he was about to light up, man. I'm gonna ask you a little bit about this, man. Tell us about this. I see you got the Hyman hat on. Tell us about the little thing y'all got going on with Hyman.
I mean, Hyman is one of the cannabis brands that is up and coming around here in Michigan. They're trying to get bigger than that, obviously, but they are a company that rolls 2 gram and 1 gram joints with a glass tip. They got this nice little design on there. Here, I'll let you check it
Hand
out.
roll.
Hand roll.
That's a 2 gram.
That's a 1 gram right there.
This
And that's the new line,
Southwest
actually.
T, y'all.
Yeah. That's some exclusive right there,
That's
too. Is
the
the
new
code.
line.
Hey,
That's
shout
the
out
newest
Southwest
line.
T. Man, you know I rock with y'all.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Hyman, too. I
So-
mean, we went up there and
Yeah,
got
definitely
that.
shout out Hyman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Hyman, they're local cultivators, and they also work with local cultivators, including
Cultivators. You got
caregivers.
growing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Including caregivers. So,
You know,
so when these smaller caregivers are trying to create this awesome product and they're really putting their stamp on it, and that shit's gas, and it goes through all the right testing, then after that, Hyman will be like, hey, y'all want to partner up? And that way the little people get a bite of it too.
So this bad boy got 40% cannabinoids, which is crazy. Like all the terps that are in there, all the flavoring that's not the flavoring, all the terps that it gives off. That's high. We about to get fried.
Man, let me ask you a question, man, because I'm a weed head.
If I ain't y'all, I want to buy this.
My man said he fuck with
I think
Hyman.
they're 25 for the single gram, 40 for the 2 gram.
Yeah.
So listen, I like to roll my weed up.
They have pre-packs too.
So
A-buds too.
I've been around people in businesses and different dispensaries and shit that for their pre-rolls, they be packing a lot of pre-rolls. A lot of people that have pre-rolls or pack pre-rolls, a lot of that shit be shake.
Yeah, that's the problem. So
that's why I don't trust that sometimes, because when you be like, oh, why am I going to spend this for a pre-roll? I feel like they don't just use they scrap weed to fill the pre-rolls.
You got to ask your bud tenders.
You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of companies pride themselves on that. Like, I know Hyman, they use nothing but A buds in their pre-pack and in their pre-rolls. And then their B buds, they put into minis. Like a bag that's a quarter. That's your mini buds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get that at a discounted rate.
Right.
You know, so that's how they're really stepping ahead of the pre-roll game.
Yeah, I mean, like that. You know, when you get to the bottom of a pre-roll and you got like this much left and you can't get no more hits out of it, you won't have that with that. You won't ever have that.
It'd be crazy, like, and they hit smooth as shit, but like, I'd be feeling weird if I was to put like I done seen people with tips on woods and shit. So like,
ain't a regular
it
tip,
just
though.
feel crazy tip. No, not whether it's
Double
glass
filter.
or
Two
whether
filters.
it's hard. They got all kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Tips. I just don't. I feel like, man, shit to me, nigga. I gotta feel this motherfucker.
So you know how you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
when
it's
you was
wood.
holding, you felt that, right?
But you know how you know if it's good?
That's what I'm saying. They pull smooth and they hitting good everything.
When you have a white ash like that and you see that nice clean oil ring around it, how it's all glistening, that's how you know you got that good terp-filled cannabis right there.
See, look, y'all talking that shit.
Yeah.
I'm finna hit them.
And it burns like a cigar, you know? It burns like a cigar once you get, try that out.
You ain't got the
Not
terps.
bad.
No, yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah. And it's high testing, you know? A lot of people, that's what they look for, right? And those pre-rolls right there.
What's
got
that one
25
testing out at?
Like I said, I think it's got 34% THC, but the cannabinoids is 40.
Yeah, that means them terps in between there are going crazy.
The flavor profile behind the code, you know, is high testing. I love it. I'm glad that we got to try it out here today too.
So the flavor of this, it's the cold. This says the Southwest Tea shit.
Yeah.
You should have saw the buds. They were
I know
big,
T got some
beautiful.
fire in that bit.
Yeah. Shout out to Hyman, man.
Shout out to
Appreciate
Hyman.
letting us get that.
And this is a Michigan brand. Where is this? Is this like, do they have an
East side of the state?
Yeah.
Okay, over there.
Yeah, they're all over the stores. They're here in Southwest Michigan too. You can go into the local dispensaries around here and you'll see Hyman around.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Hyman because we be doing festivals and shit. So Hyman be at a lot of the festivals. They was at the 420 festival.
Yeah.
At Lansing and shit.
Shout out to Riley. She's one of their reps over there.
Yeah, she's super
Yeah,
cool.
sure.
Dope as hell getting
So how's that bad boy treating you?
That shit hitting good. I should have passed it, bitch.
Taste it. Come on.
Yeah.
Tastes good, but no.
that shit bad.
So when did you? I see you guys being in the studio for your shit. When did y'all start making it to where y'all started reaching out and getting different sponsors? Like I see you guys rock with Blue Jay, Cones, and Doja, and
So a lot of our sponsorship actually happened via them reaching out to us. Because our first event, we were throwing a party over by Burger Bros for us celebrating getting our LLC.
Boss Burger.
Now it's Boss Burger. Now it's Boss Burger. But Blue Jay reached out to us and was like, hey, can we come set up a table? We were like, bet, for sure. And they were like, we'll talk about like the scratch later. Cool. And then they were about to break us off and we were like, hold on, wait a minute. How about a sponsorship? You know what I'm saying? So that way we can not only have you guys on our team, but now that they supply something that we can use for our giveaways. You know what I mean? So it just kind of worked like that. But the rest of our sponsors, especially the bigger ones that we're working on now, I can't say too much.
Right.
But it's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of consistency. Just like with the sneakers, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be consistent. Remember, the people that you talking to are cannabis users, so they forget sometimes. So you just gotta spin the block a lot.
And be chill, you know, everybody's chill. Like right now, we all sitting back, kicking back, talking. We smoke some good
Don't
weed.
come in too
here.
hostile. Don't come in too hot.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And so we go in and we get some clothes from Kalamazoo Pickers. You know, they're a local vintage store. If y'all haven't checked them out,
Where's that? I
right here in
saw
Kalamazoo.
over there by the bus station.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
right,
Yes,
right.
I
sir.
slid in there. That's
did?
pretty smooth. in
They
there.
got some good stuff. in
Yeah,
there.
I was telling you about that. I don't know if you popped in.
They
there.
got a pair of 95
Jordan ones.
breads in there.
Yeah, they got some shit
Old
in
school,
there.
yeah.
It's pretty smooth in there.
So
You can find
it's just
some
reaching
shit.
out, going down there, checking out the store, and they was interested as well. Those guys were super cool about it. They got some cannabis T-shirts in there as well. But
That's dope.
it was a cool store. They're cool guys as well. So that's how that connection worked out. And
It's all about cross branding. It's all about helping each other out. Like you got to be willing to give to get. You know what I'm saying? People be out here be like, "No, what can you do for me?" No, it's like, "What can we do for each other?"
Right.
That's how a lot of sponsorships work.
For real. So how do you so like, I ain't telling y'all to give the secret sauce. When people be like, you know what I'm saying, they see us with our couple sponsorships and shit. They be like, how do you get that, man? How do you go about, you know what I'm saying?
Be yourself.
Be yourself and work hard. Like, work hard. You're asking somebody to believe in you. And so if you want somebody to really believe in you, you got to take that chance to believe in yourself as well.
We both quit jobs that we worked for 10. Like I was in one restaurant for 10 years. He bounced around from restaurants for 10 years. So we both been in that industry for 10 years. When at the beginning of this year, we both looked at each other and we were like, yo, if we want to do this, we got to fucking do this.
Yeah.
And really, that's when we quit our jobs, just quit.
Yep.
And focus really on this. Our viewership on Instagram is up over 4,000%.
Yeah.
Our viewership on Facebook is up 400%. Just
Facebook
because
really
we
buzzing,
started on Facebook, so it already had a lot. You know what I'm saying? But now we're at the point where we're averaging 500 views an episode. You know what I mean? Like we're
Facebook?
that's
Live,
just on
y'all
Facebook Live.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So like we're starting to catch some buzz. But we still remember the mission. We didn't let it jade us. You know what I'm
Y'all talk
saying?
about the right shit.
We love
It sound like y'all know what
Kalamazoo.
y'all talk about. It sound like y'all know what y'all talk about when we in shoes. That's kind of dope. We gotta bring it together like that.
Right, we appreciate that.
That's hard. That shit good.
I'm trying to cough when I cough. nigga.
Because I know you was out at the 420 festival. We didn't run into each other, but I know you was out there. You met Mike, right? And so, but you probably saw a lot of dudes out there like we saw with sneakers on. Everybody had a pair of shoes on walking around the festival. And
That's
so,
one thing about my team, though. Every time we come out, like, everybody got some fresh shoes on.
Yeah,
man.
that's us
And my
too.
whole team, like, no matter who it is, like, we always, like, got fresh kicks. It's a nigga in my group right now, Yak already know. Man, my boy KickZ in my group, this nigga got a pair of dead stock, size 12, motherfucking off-white 5s. Just
shit.
ain't worn. I'm like, nigga,
shit.
why not?
Hey,
Sell them to me then.
Next sunny day, you better break them bitches
I
out.
swear to God,
That's one of the best pair of
beautiful.
kicks
I
out.
always gotta bust out the kicks.
Man,
So if you was to sell those right now, what would you sell them? What would you
the
sell?
off-white 5s, they're selling for about 12
It's crazy. Somebody buy them bitches.
in a heartbeat.
12.
The 4s are selling for like 15.
So someone just asked, do you guys use kick shields in your shoes?
No. I like my shoes to be all natural. They're made to be worn like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like how they be talking.
Not only that, but like, I know he loves the ones. His ones, they look better with a little crease in them. You know what I'm saying?
No lie.
Hey, it's so
What
much
he
shit
say to
now,
the
though,
people
man. They got a
who
whole
don't
bottom
let-
that
who
you
don't
can put
wanna
on your
get that-
shit.
Who waddle?
Yeah,
The waddlers?
yeah.
Hey man, I know that shit's uncomfortable.
Cute waddles. Don't let him fool y'all. He does waddle once in a while.
Sometimes when my pants don't.
Yeah,
fit
my
right.
son be walking so crazy. Bitch be walking on his heels. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
what
put
you
your
doing?
fucking feet on the ground
I swear,
and
man.
walk. So I don't want to crease my
It's
shoes.
just all how you like it to be. Everybody different. It's okay if you like it
Yeah,
like
but y'all ain't
that.
trying to sell y'all shit, so
Nah.
So it don't matter
I'm
how
trying
you
to-
wear 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do what the fuck you want to them bitches. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
don't think I'll wear the Kobe's just because like the representation.
Mama
behind
see
them.
just the other black and white ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because the
They was
representation.
him and Gigi and shit was bad.
I happened to get exclusive access the morning of her birthday.
Yeah, like, how do you happen to get it?
Because you get a
You
notification
just
if
get
you
a
got a set
notification.
from the app.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it said, "Hey, do you want to buy these?" I was like, "Yes, yes,
Hey.
yes."
So since you back on the app
What
and
app
you
is
trying to
this?
buy them, somebody just said, He buy from GOAT. What do you think of the GOAT app?
I love the GOAT.
he
I
loves
bought
the
from the GOAT
They
before
legit?
as well. The GOAT is legit.
Sometimes, it's a lot of them type of apps though. So a nigga like me, I'll tell him like, man, I don't give a fuck who got them. If they ain't from motherfucking Foot Locker or Champs or a motherfucker I know getting them from a warehouse, then I know that they not. I don't know if I can trust them. But then my boy said, nigga, you can go on the JD and find a pair of shoes where the glue fucked up and all that shit just right on the shelf. So not getting them, you know what I'm saying? So
the quality control on Nike definitely has gotten worse over the years. So,
they're getting cheaper, even though they making way more money.
material is cheaper too.
So like I feel like when you're buying something off the GOAT and shit like that, they look for those.
They gonna make
flaws.
sure it ain't
they
like
look
nothing
for
like
that
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
they gonna make sure.
I
'Cause
like
that's
GOAT's authentication process and eBay's authentication process.
eBay don't play.
Better.
eBay will lock your ass down.
And not only that, eBay will file charges against your ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead,
Just
try
say
it.
what?
Easily.
If,
So
like I said, say if you're trying to sell some shit, and or even not even that, or say you don't send it or something, eBay no.
Yeah.
Think I'm bullshit. So so you started getting sponsorships. When did you guys start to tap into the different events and the different events and different things that you guys are doing with the podcast?
We reached out to Michiganja, and he's a guy up in Grand Rapids that holds special cannabis events. I won't talk too much about them, but they were a starting piece for us, right? And they were something that we got to go in and see, and we saw that they were going to start happening a lot more. And then that's when we used our own creative spirit and just wanted to see what the other states were doing, like Las Vegas and Colorado. And we saw that they do have huge events, and so we were trying to look around, and we knew Hash Bash was one of those things that we were out at, so we started digging in, just being around it more, and engaging in it more. And that leaving the restaurant was one of those big things for us, because we dove right into the cannabis, and actually going into the dispensaries and trying to figure out what people like and what people don't like, So it was from that point on we got into the festivals, and it's been great. It's been a lot of it's been a trickle. It just
that's why I'm trying to tell him sometimes, like, you gotta, there's so much of this shit going on, there's so many different events, like, you gotta make yourself accessible to all these events, though, because you never know who you gonna connect with.
You can hand a business card, and then you don't even know who that person is, He might be somebody with a lot of money.
Especially at these events and stuff.
You just never know.
They look like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, they're in the same age group as all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a new industry.
Yeah.
And it's a thriving one. It's a thriving.
And a lot of people that you don't expect to be doing it are doing it, and they're interested in it. There's a lot of people that we sit around with that are like, "Yo, what's going on with this?" And what, Hyman, this is a great brand. This is an up and coming brand. But if we didn't hit one of the festivals, we probably would never ran into contact, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's also being that community, being that cool person to be like, "Yo, what's up?" Like,
we actually got invited to more consumption events. That's what people need to understand. These consumption events are going to become more of a regular thing. We're going to be at one in July.
Yeah. July 9th.
July 9th.
Muskegon.
It's Cannabash. If you guys don't know, definitely need to check that out. We're going to be the media coverage for that. It's going to be gas. We're going to get so much content. We'll be kicking it backstage. Make sure y'all
smoking the Hymens, walking around, you know what's going on, wearing the shoes.
I'm trying to pull up for that one.
Yeah, you for sure gotta come out. You gotta come out.
Grab an interview with you out there.
Shit, my sister Kelsey land on that show too, I think. So make sure y'all tap into her.
That's what's up.
That's gas.
Yeah.
Y'all the first podcast that we actually put on.
No,
our
second. We did G-Weezy.
Oh yeah, we did G-Weezy TV. Shout out G-Weezy TV. Y'all need to check him out too, man.
Yeah, we did G-Weezy.
But
they thought we was beefing.
But everybody probably think that a lot of people think that two motherfuckers can't do the same thing without having a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a motherfucker think because y'all are weed.
Ours was because they was damn near. We was doing the same. We was interviewing the same motherfuckers. That's probably why they was thinking like that.
But y'all being a weed podcast, us being a weed podcast, it's a little different though. Like,
yeah, because they talk about it.
Like we do a little bit. When we first started, it was more like we'd get on because it's smoke session with Squirrel. You know what I mean? We just talking, having a good weed session. You know, we smoking, talking about whatever topics or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Might be what type of weed you smoking, what you like to smoke, or more of a paper or a bong man or whatever, all that type of shit. So it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And then it just turned into a lot of you gotta keep advancing, doing a little bit of everything though.
Absolutely.
Then that's when you start being like, okay, well there's business people that need to be interviewed that may want to do it, or sports athletes, or this or that. So it's all linking that. Nigga be high, you lose track of thought. What the fuck you talking about?
Actually, our first interviewee was a local artist, Schizo. Shout out Schizo, Michigan. If you guys
Shout out
haven't
my brother
tapped in.
Schizo, man. I've been doing music with Schizo for
that's
well
the homie.
over like 12 years, man. Like I always say this, and he gonna love this shit. Schizo, I credit Schizo for the store, for me having a lot of this store, because Schizo was one of the first people that with my rap group would always be like, nigga, y'all need merch. Why you don't got this merch? You got all these people at your shows, people loving you, cheering your music, doing all this shit. Y'all ain't got no merch. So I started doing orders for the group shit, and then we started just making different shit. Then I started making my own platinum and gold, and then it turned in from I started getting Ritz and Caskey and different artists through the music, wearing my clothes. So then it was like, okay, we opened a store. So I credit Schizo for a lot of that, because Schizo used to be on my ass about the clothes.
Schizo was be on our ass too, man. We feel you. I hear you on that. For real.
That's a brother that'll push you though, and he has nothing but the best intention for everybody.
Like, we done went on tour together. Like me and Schizo, Schizo took us on tour. We did we were in Akron, nigga. We stopped at the LeBron James school, and it just so happened there was a teacher outside. We was taking pictures and shit. There was a teacher outside and was like, she was getting some boxes or something out of her car, and we was like, hey, you need any help? She was like, yeah. So we were carrying them over by the door, and she was like, well, somebody will be here in a minute. Do you guys want to check the school out? Nigga, so they gave us a full access, exclusive access to the LeBron James school when there was no one there.
That
just
is
us.
fucking
Took us through the hallways, took us to the top, nigga. It was so, like, it had, so LeBron would, in like top games, LeBron would, say it was a playoff this game, he would take that shoe and donate it to the school. So the whole wall was all these shoes that were going to be auctioned off, and all the money were going to go to the school. But it was, you would look up there and it'd say game whatever, da da da. You know what I'm saying? It was as dope as, like, it was so, the I Promise school. It was so fucking crazy, bro. But that was just like, we pulled up and helped this lady, and just so happened they took us through there, and we got to see the whole fucking LeBron James school before it even like was like fully officially like open. So that shit was just crazy as a bitch. So shout out Schizo. You know what I'm saying?
That's a dope experience.
And that's one of them things, like, you never know who's gonna be there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was just
Like I said, we was just like, oh, let's go take these pictures.
Word of mouth.
Because we here.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Checking it out.
What do y'all got coming up next besides the Calabash?
So our next interviewee is
ask for
gonna
it for the
be
podcast.
you. You're gonna be on our show this Sunday at 6:30.
Yeah, man, make sure y'all tap on. We'll be on Kush N Kicks.
We will get a post up today. There will be a post after this interview going up.
I'm gonna have to wear some. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna wear to the podcast.
Okay,
You
I'm gonna
might
have
as
to
well
bring
come
some
on
shit,
down
man.
too.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Oh yeah. Rob.
From Sensi Magazine. And then we got Met Gala coming up in Grand Rapids for Michiganja. That's another event we're gonna try to hit. We got a lot. We're working, man. We're working.
Yeah.
We got a lot. We're busy.
Hell yeah, man. So do you guys focus more on the businesses for the interviews, or on actual like musician artists, or are y'all just doing a combination of everything?
Everybody.
Swear everybody who's ever willing, you know, also to
That's how I do
yeah,
it.
willing to talk about cannabis. You know, that's what we like to focus on. We like to talk about the elephant in the room that, you know, people don't really like to talk about, but we love the plant. And we
Yeah,
want it
have
to
people
be-
come on y'all show and not smoke?
I don't think.
maybe
People
one
come
time.
on here and don't smoke.
I think one person, one time.
One time?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
be
most
so
of the time,
weird.
people coming down there, they know what they're gonna get on there.
But they know what they coming here for.
Yeah. You coming down here to chill. That's how I think about it when we had Kush N Kicks. You know, we're gonna talk about some shoes and we're gonna smoke some weed and, you know, talk about the things that's going on. Yeah, you know, festivals like Calabash. I'm excited about that one.
It's another smokers event. It's called Smokers Ball. We got Juicy J, Devin the Dude. Just added T-Rail. It's gonna be a bunch of other artists getting added to it. It's in Lansing. It's in August.
We talked
I got
to
the email
yeah.
for you. So this is my manager. It's my manager right here. So I'm gonna give you the email. Make sure y'all submit, and so y'all can submit and try
We're
to
actually
get.
already tapped in with Nick. He's one of the runners of that.
But we would love,
Yeah,
we
so
would
is
love
my
to get in
manager, so.
contact with your manager for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely hit him on.
Cause that was like, damn, you got the. How was it meeting Mike? I know.
Man.
That had to be cool as fuck.
So that shit was dope as a bitch. Like I was making this, man, like all week. For a couple weeks, I had said I was gonna do it. I even told my boy a couple weeks before, like, man, I'm about to make this jacket for Mike. So I always make custom shit for people when they come, cause I'll be around different artists and shit. So like Jelly Roll's my friend, and we've been doing music for Jelly for a while. And Jelly came, so I gave him a jacket. And he wore it out there, and there was 10,000 people at the Three Stacks Festival. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to make dope shit for people. So I knew we were doing this big 420 shit, and Mike was gonna be there.
Did you think he wasn't gonna show up at one point?
No, we knew Mike was. I knew about Mike well before that shit was a doubt. You know what I'm saying? So we knew, like, we was just trying to keep it. How hard is that as a fan? Because you in your head, my man, you know, like, man, this shit ain't about to happen, man. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? And then so, like, and then with the fight when he hit that dude on the plane a couple days before, and even my mom hit me like, you think Mike gonna show up? I'm like, man, hell yeah, Mike's showing up. My nigga, Mike gonna get off on that. That shit ain't shit. That bitch, give me a couple hours, I'm gone.
Right.
So, man, I was just making this jacket. Like, I was just trying to figure out what size he would be. I took a guess. I mean, I was looking up measurements and shit because it was so hard because that nigga measurements, how they had it, I mean, the nigga arms was this big.
Yeah.
The nigga chest is retarded. The nigga neck is crazy. So it's like,
You made that for the statue.
but it was a.
That shit funny.
It was a 2, ended up getting 2X and had it a certain way it was, and ended up working out, hooked it up, and I tried to do a little thing different. All his little things, I used to be called Kid Dynamite, and so I put that on there, and I put this Catskills Boxing Club on the side, and I put tattoo of the Days of Grace, which is Arthur Ashe tattoo that he has, put that on the jacket, and then on the inside, his daughter that passed away, Exodus, I put her picture on the inside. And then it was all pictures of him and Customato on the rest of the inside of the jacket.
Damn, that's fire.
So, and then I did a big picture of him and then Iron Mike on the back. So that shit was dope. Meeting him was fucking crazy. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen. And then it was like, his manager called me onto the trailer when they weren't letting nobody, you know what I'm saying, nobody. And it was crazy. Got on there with Mike and put something special in his jacket for him. I'll tell you about that. Get off the air.
Yeah. That's cool as fuck, though.
But yeah, just shaking hands when we talked for a minute.
That man got a big ass hand, don't he?
Man, like,
Should have punched him.
you wouldn't want to say
You
wouldn't want to be.
fighting. You can't really fight.
You wouldn't want to be that kid.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
I got on there, Mike. Hey, Mike was. Hey,
That shit
Mike,
fake.
you can't be too, because it wasn't Mike by himself. It was Mike with his wife. So you really gotta really be on edge, because like you don't want to say the wrong thing or feel like you disrespectful and shit.
Yeah.
I walk on there, this nigga eating crab legs and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to be.
Felt like he was his mom.
I showed him the jacket though, and he saw his daughter and that he said something about it to his wife, and he ended up putting that bitch on. He asked for my help, and I put that bitch on for him. That was the feeling.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I even told him, like, nigga, I remember, like, I'm 35, so I really watched Mike. I got to watch some fights of Mike. You know what I'm saying? I really did as a kid. So that shit was like you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. So that's one of them big experiences. Like, you just, like you said, you never know what's gonna bring these events. So, like, I know at that Cannabis shit, y'all got Bone there, y'all got Balloons.
Yeah.
Like, we met them because we did a festival with them last year at the 420 shit, or that was the Three Stacks Festival. But so, like, you got these artists on there, like, you never know what type of connection or network that shit is gonna make. You know what I'm saying?
Be authentic too. You know, people really can feel that off you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope.
Don't go in there trying to be like, yo, yeah, I used to fuck with you. You ain't never heard that.
Cousin!
Yeah.
Like that's why, like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes when you get around these artists, like, it's good not to say too much, but it's good to say what normal motherfuckers wouldn't say nothing about, because he'd be like, oh, okay, I feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we threw the show here with Lil Boosie, and told him, I was like, nigga, Street Code was the coldest shit ever. They ever really got released here. My boy was from Jackson, Mississippi, so he got a copy from the streets back in the day, and I really got to hear it. But when I said that to him, like, he looked at me kind of and was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something that, you know I'm not just like a fake fan trying to get you for some views and shit. Like, I fuck with you. So, after the event, any other big events you got after that? You said the Net Gala.
Yeah.
What's the date on that?
What's June 4th?
June 4th.
Where's this at?
Up in Grand Rapids. It's gonna be a
Invite only though.
yeah,
Invite
caregiver farmers market style.
They usually drop locations of those bitches day of.
Yes, sir. Day of.
Keep it moving.
Yes, day of.
Well, yeah, you know that. You know.
I already know what it is.
You know,
But it's gonna be a great opportunity to showcase some of the caregivers in the state that have been working really hard to perfect their craft.
Yeah.
Because it's an art form, just like any other thing. You know
like
what
the
I mean?
shoes.
Cannabis really, we're just really starting to unlock the potential of it, and this gives them a chance to show what they've unlocked.
Yeah. Cannabis is gonna take another step here in the next 3 years. I'm talking federally legal.
Oh hell yeah. I keep telling people that shit.
Three
It
years
keep
on
getting
carbon.
voted on, and it keep getting more and more passing, and it get denied, and it keep coming back and get. So that shit, it's just a matter of time. They just trying to figure out how they gonna make how they gonna make their money off that shit.
Fire weed.
Yeah,
Michigan grows
I
some fire
heard
weed.
Cali was. I was just gonna say that. I heard Cali was the shit, right?
Yeah.
Went to Cali, was smoking. I was high, but I was like,
This shit like I have home.
yeah, like our weed ain't far from this. I got some better shit than this.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of people get that.
I did have
because
some
Cali was
gas in Cali, though.
They got it though. But Cali was one of the first that was like legitly legal. So they had a bunch of different flavors. So it made motherfuckers like, oh, Cali got that shit. Because up here, motherfuckers had Northern Lights and the old school. You know what I'm saying? It was the same old shit. But there, it was a different type of. The weather is 100% all the time. So they had hydro and they had shit before we did. So like it was always assumed that they did. But I had motherfuckers say Seattle, Washington.
We got 'em coming.
He was either. I think he was in
That's what I
Seattle.
was like. Why isn't that
They're
in Michigan?
coming. They're coming.
That is the
What?
lick.
They
They
got
got
pop
smoking lounges. It was like
Yeah, we was just talking about that. We was talking about like
flowery heaven.
a
days.
real smoke
They was
lounge,
outside chilling.
like how they
playing
got
the
dab,
music.
like how they did the dab bars at the 420 events. Like to be able, imagine having a place like this to where you could come in, have some tables or whatever, or even like how they do hookah lounges. Be able to come in and grab you a dab rig and grab you, you know what I'm saying, grab you an eighth and sit down and just chill, TV, games, arcade. You know what I'm saying?
So we kind of, we've been around that, and we talk about those things all the time because it'd be dope to have a lounge that has
studio,
a studio where you can get people to come down and
That's crazy.
have their own podcast ran through there, and have rappers come down and throw, get their own studio session and a hangout lounge where you can have meetings in. So, but the laws and the rules are of like after you get high, how's the driving, DUIs, so like it's a huge thing to grow it even bigger.
So how's it working out there?
But look, they do have. So it's just
bars,
different
motherfucker.
ways around it though. So
Right.
it's like
It's
they
the
have.
same
Like you
shit.
can get a consumption lounge license, and it allows you to grow in. It allows you to be a grower, and then to be able to sell with the consumption. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you could almost do that if you was gonna do. It's just so many, but you might get in a spot to where township might not allow it.
Right.
Or the zoning issue. Or
Zoning is everything.
school, a school too close. Like, it's gonna be something
So many
that they're gonna
problems.
try to make.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of that shit
Rules
that
and-
because we was trying to make some. It's so tough.
You good.
Yeah, they're good. But one of the good things that we've studied as well in the cannabis industry is our Kalamazoo, where we're at, we have an unlimited zone. That means if all the laws and rules, if you're allowed to put a property there for cannabis, you can dump it and there's no problem. If you go out to Detroit, there's some areas throughout Detroit that in that zone, they can only have 3 dispensaries in this mile of radius. You know what I'm saying? And so for the best thing for us is that, once it goes federally
Hey, it's
legal,
more
right in between.
motherfucking dispensaries than Starbucks. Damn near.
We got
Yeah.
19 of them here in Kalamazoo.
They got more in Battle Creek. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean they're going up every day.
But if you think about it, we right in between Chicago and Detroit, and 4 hours
He
away
said it's
from
called
Toledo.
Genesee County Compassion Club.
Okay.
That's the name of the place or whatever.
Yeah, that's the consumption lounge.
Oh yeah, my manager
go
John
out
said
there.
Nick got y'all.
But yeah, we're gonna have to go out to the. We're gonna have to go out to
Kid
the club.
KickZ said great episode. Yeah, man, this shit dope, man. I fuck with y'all.
Hey,
Hey.
so
So how do y'all feel about the music in Kalamazoo? Do you think we got a good sound? Do y'all tap into the sound of the music around here or what?
yeah, so we actually had a local rapper on our show last week, Spidey Nissan. He's been doing shows all over in Detroit and in Chicago and stuff like that, really trying to make a name for himself. He got some new shit coming out.
I wish I could play it for y'all, man.
We can't even play it. It's called
Yeah.
Matt Stafford. That shit is hard.
It's hard, man.
Like,
it's hard.
I feel like it's
Tap in
coming
with
to
him.
time.
Tap in with him. Tap in with him for real.
It's coming to time.
Yeah. He hit. Yeah. It was. I'm telling y'all.
It's gas.
It's gas. So yeah, and you know, Schizo. We love what Schizo's doing, man. We
Yeah,
love what
he's about to
Schizo's
get back
doing.
on the music scene.
Yeah.
I know. He
yeah, I
probably.
grew up.
Schizo got a lot of shit coming, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all tap into that. I know he got a bunch of shit. I've been talking to him, but he got a lot of shit coming. It sucks that we had to wait till fucking episode 68 to get y'all motherfuckers on here, man. But now I'm glad we did, though.
Yeah,
For
That shit
sure,
worked
man.
out, man.
I love, man. It was great to be on here. You know
That's
what
why
I'm
we
saying?
I had a couple of good stories, man. I can't wait to come on y'all shit.
Yeah, because I
it's
mean, look,
Sunday.
we're gonna be on episode 68.
Yeah.
So I mean, we
That
ain't-
worked out. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, y'all gonna be on episode 68?
Yeah. 67.
I'm gonna say, damn, that
It
was
was
gonna be cooked.
66 last week.
Yep, 67.
I was saying that shit would be crazy if we'd have been matching episodes.
That
Yeah,
was
shit.
dope. Meant to be. Perfect time.
So what's the next big release y'all looking for?
Whew, there's a couple of them. Shit. The Green Bean Fives.
Hey, that's Jesse. One of Jesse's favorite stuff.
Fine, just them.
But they look like they see, but they done changed.
They changed them.
So that's the thing too. They,
Like the gray
man, look.
blues.
So why don't they just release the kick? Because you have a nigga that's a real sneakerhead that'll be like, nigga, I want these, and you never release a picture. You be like,
they
don't even look like the goddamn
I know what you're talking
shoes.
about. I know
They
what
in
you're
on
talking about.
reselling too. You gotta think about it. They know that if they drop that exact same one, exactly the same
That bitch
way,
gonna be $900.
no, it's gonna depreciate the value.
Yeah,
of the
they're,
other
they're
other
looking
one's
to see
already
what
there.
people
Yeah,
are feeling
yeah,
on the
yeah.
shoe. You know what I'm
The
saying?
other one's already there. It makes
Yeah.
no sense to make the exact same shoe.
They wait 20 years later, like they did with the Fire Red 4s.
Yep, and make a shoe.
But a tad bit, but nigga, you switch down there the color down there, like it'd be so much like
Should
they,
have got the originals.
Damn.
It's sometimes been a long
You can
time
have
since
these
the
ones.
original.
like
These
they
were
like
for
they
the
had
debut.
like had the Oregon Fives. And then they dropped the green apples or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they was.
yeah.
Like,
You
you
dropped
know what I'm
these
saying?
joints.
Them not the Oregon Fives, though.
They about that
You know what I'm
money.
saying?
Yeah, we dropping these joints though.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
You gonna get them or
I
you not?
feel you, yeah. Did
They
you
do
get
that
those last ones?
all the time.
We dropping these, man.
Like they
What
did the
Jay-Z
Stealth
say?
5s.
You wanna hear
Well, they
Jay-Z?
did the Stealth 5s exactly the same way. Or not the Stealth 5s, the Oreo 5s.
Yeah.
The exact same way as the Moonlight 5s.
And they always change the names on
and
them
they
too.
retroed them only 5 years apart.
Yeah. But like the Cool Grays, they dropped them in 2016. You know, that was the last time, and besides this year, that you could have got them. So it's been a long time.
That's crazy.
Been a long
So
time.
crazy is when they did the release in 2000, was it 11? 2009 or 10?
It was
For the Cool Grays?
2009.
9? Nigga, I was in line for the Cool Grays. It was one of the times I went to set in the mall line at like 3 in the morning. Jesse had seen me. It was like, we waited in line. It must have been like, I waited from like 3 all the way to like 6:30.
He
And,
said no.
but mind you, when they do the 11s, it's always around Christmas.
Yeah.
Bro, it was the 23rd. And dog, I waited in line for 4 hours. But we had a daughter at this time, and I was like, you know what?
Take your ass home.
I could buy, and I know I'm like Christmas in 2 days. I'm like, man, I could buy way more shit than if I was just to buy these Cool Grays. And know why? Jesse, my witness, nigga. After waiting in line for 4 hours, nigga, I got out of line because my conscience got me, nigga. Got out of line and went
That's
home.
what I just
dog.
told him. That's what I just told
And
him.
then the next day,
I
when
be
it
feeling
cashed out a bunch of
bad.
shit for Christmas.
Yeah,
And then
that's
that
what
made
I
me
was-
feel good then.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
every
was
time I
telling
see
him,
the
that's what I
nigga,
was just
but
telling him.
you know what
I
I'm
be feeling
saying? That was
bad
only
when I
one. You know what
bought
I'm saying? So
them.
I would have done what I would have done is I would have got the shoes and then went out while I was in the store, got them on some shit, and then went home.
Yeah, but now you
But,
spending
like,
a lot more.
this is when-
you could have got a lot more.
like,
though.
like I don't know if I wasn't working or what. Like I was down.
Okay.
I was down.
I hear you.
I was down to my lows, but I was like, bitch, I'm getting these though.
It's 200. I can
But
put
look,
on my
but I'm like,
kids,
I'm about
though.
to I'm like these, like this. I'm like, bitch, I'm about to get these no matter what. I'm down to, bitch, I don't give a fuck if I had $300 left. I'm about to spend 2 of these bitches to get that motherfucking Cool Grays. And I was like, you know what? I got, I got out of line though.
Yeah,
The next day when I bought a bunch of shit, and I was like, you know what?
that's cool.
Yeah, great
Ain't even matter.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey,
matter.
full circle though. So for Christmas, I missed out on the raffle. No, I didn't. I missed out on another raffle, but I did get one. But my daughter wanted them. She in 8th grade, so I got her a pair. So I was like, Leia, like I got a ticket, but I can only get one. It's either me or yours. So I got my daughter a pair. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so instead of getting them for myself, I got her a pair, and my girl got me a pair for Christmas. She had won on the raffle and didn't say nothing. So that was dope as a bitch though. Like, so I got out of line because it was her. It was Alea that was the one I got out of line for to buy the Christmas shit for. You know what I'm saying? And so when I won the ticket, I bought her a pair instead of me buying myself a pair.
That's what's up.
And then my girl ended up sneaking me a pair and getting me a pair. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that right there, I was like, that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hard than a
That's
bitch.
love, for sure.
That's awesome.
That shit was hard than a bitch.
You gotta love it when the wife gets you shoes for Christmas.
Yeah, especially y'all. That's what y'all waiting for. That's what Christmas is for y'all, ain't it?
She
I
don't
know
even
y'all
she
getting
don't even
shoes.
gotta ask her.
At least something.
Yeah.
I showed her them cherries yesterday at the baseball game. And I was like, yeah.
Drop a little Easter eggs on it. Like, hey, I need these.
I was like, babe, I ain't never seen them. They ain't never had the mid-reds.
You know.
So, yeah, make sure y'all check us out on Kush N Kicks on Sunday at 6:30, man. Make sure y'all tap in, Facebook Live, follow them. Follow us on Instagram, Smoke Session with Squirrel. Go to YouTube and follow us, Smoke Session with Squirrel. Anything? Let them know where they can find you guys on all your social medias and stuff.
Okay. On Instagram, you guys can find us at Kush N Kicks. Facebook is Kush N Kicks. If there's any sponsorships out there that are interested in working with us, you guys can email us at cushionkicksllc@gmail.com. We look forward to just being a part of this community as well. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, same thing, man. Hey, any sponsorships that want to reach out to Smoke Session with Squirrel, make sure y'all hit us smokewithsquirrel@gmail.com. Shout out our sponsor, Apple Sky Farms. You know what I'm saying? They always got the good shit. Make sure y'all tap in at them good weed events. Shout out
Hyman, man.
Shout out Hyman. Shout out Redemption. Shout out Blue Jay Cones, Doja, Kalamazoo Pickers.
Shout out Exotic Pop.
Michiganja, Budbacker.
Drunk a whole wave juice.
Hey, only place on this side of the state, man, that you can get it. So make sure you tap into Exotic Platinum and Gold Clothing and get you some Exotic Pop.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Tap in. And yeah, go to YouTube and subscribe, man. Subscribe, like, and comment a little bit. Say something, interact. We interact back. For sure. It's episode 68. We gone.